What's up guys, Brent the Broker here with you. Are you considering selling your house? I'm gonna tell you why your asking price matters now more than ever. Before I jump into today's topic, guys, consider subscribing to the channel, turn bells on for notification, drop us a like if you like what we're doing. We appreciate your support, and make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video for the pro tip of the day. Okay, so selling your house and the asking price. Here's why it matters now more than ever. We're gonna talk about two things. The market we're in today compared to where we were, and why the asking price is really a marketing tool more than it is, what you're gonna get for the house. In the last 2 years in this kind of COVID marketplace where rates were pressed artificially low via government intervention, it drove a lot of home buyer demand. Plus, people wanted to get out of their different living situations because of the pandemic and the lockdowns and things like that. So it really drove an unprecedented level of demand and an unprecedented level of supply. We saw prices scream upwards. We saw a white hot market, buyers scrambling to pay anything they had to pay to get into any kind of house. That's just not the case today. And that's why, back in that old market, people, whether their house was fully remodeled and in great shape or a little dated and needed work, they would just pick a number, throw it on the market, and even if it wasn't worth that on day one, by day 10, the market went up another 5% and they could nab that price. With all that buyer frenzy and euphoria, you didn't really need to be overly strategic about the price because you were going to have 4, 5, 6, 10 offers or more. Today it's a lot different. Buyer demand is way down. Purchase applications for mortgages are down, I think, around 40%. We're seeing pending sales down anywhere 30-40% compared to this time last year. The euphoria is gone, rates are up, the market is normalizing, the buyers have sort of taken the rose-colored glasses off and are doing this in a more normalized type of manner. So what does that mean if you're selling? The asking price is really just a marketing tool, right? It's very rare that you can come up with a list price and at the end of the day see the home sell for that price. What your agent should be able to do is give you, sort of a rough estimate, a range, comparative market analysis, and compare your homes to others and see what those have sold for. But at the end of the day, every single home is unique and everyone is going to have their own idiosyncrasies, views, angles, layouts, things of that nature. When you're going about pricing your home, you want to be strategic about how can I price the home in such a fashion that drives the maximum amount of eyeballs to the property without degrading the sales price or making someone think this is too good to be true and just kind of blowing it off. So the way you do that is by finding out like a real tight estimate of where you think the market value is. And then what I recommend to my clients is list just slightly below that. Check out this graphic on the screen. This shows you that if your home is priced high, if it's priced at market value, and if it's priced low, the amount of eyeballs, the differences in views that you get on your home when you're priced high, low, and in the middle. So we want to try to price it pretty well in the middle, maybe slightly lower, because when the buyers click on, whatever third-party website, whatever website they're going on, not only does it show your home for sale for $800,000, but what does it show on the right-hand column? Here's what all the other homes sold for in the neighborhood. So the buyers are more educated now than ever. If you are trying to list it a little bit high, the buyers are going to look at it right off the bat and see online that, well, this is priced higher than these other ones that are selling, so I'm not going to, the buyer, I'm not going to see value in this home and I'm going to move on to the next one. Whereas if you're listed a little bit lower, it's like, wow, this home is, in good shape, or maybe it's not in that great a shape, but the point is the sales price or the asking price compared to the other homes that the buyers are seeing right in front of them, it looks like a value, it looks like a deal. But it's not such a deal where, why is this, 50% off, this doesn't make sense, it's probably a scam, I'm just gonna skip it. So we wanna balance, definitely not going overboard and definitely not going too low to where we're potentially eroding, buyer confidence in the place. But we do wanna be just slightly under where we think the market value is, because if the buyers see value online, it will cause you more clicks lead to more feet through the door tend to lead to more offers tend to lead to more money. Not only more money, but better terms for the seller as well. For the sellers, there's nothing better than having, 2, 3, 4 offers to choose from, because even if all the prices are roughly the same, being able, maybe this buyer can give you some terms, a rent back, a little credit, or not do repairs, or whatever the case may be. So having options as the seller and having leverage to negotiate a deal that works best for you, this is what happens when you price your home appropriately. And again, because the euphoria of the old market has kind of worn off, you don't have 20 buyers and the seller is not sitting there like a fat cat, wielding some kind of magical wand dictating all the terms. Now, sellers have to be more pragmatic in their negotiation these days. The listing price, the asking price, is very much a part of that. So you come up with a listing price that is gonna seem like a deal that's going to drive the buyers to come click on it and to come see it because they see value there, and you want to do so in a way that doesn't completely erode the buyer's confidence in the price of the home. So the pro tip of the day is this. Even if your home is priced right, it may sit on the market a little while. I mean, definitely in today's market, they're not flying off the shelves. We are seeing days on market kind of expand. We are seeing inventory accumulate a bit, more homes on the market. We're seeing buyers realizing this and just sort of taking their time. The buyers are able to be more strategic in their approach to buying the homes, which is all these factors are causing the homes to sit on the market a little bit longer. So even if your home is priced right, talk to your agent, make sure you understand what the average days on market is for your neighborhood, because the home may be priced perfectly appropriate and you still may not get multiple offers. It still may sit on the market, and that's okay. That's normal in the real estate game, although it hasn't felt normal in a long time. So that's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos. We really appreciate your support, and I'll catch you next time.